Hello students, welcome back to Statistics by Savita. Today we are discussing about the part 2 model question paper. Okay. In the previous video I discussed the 1 mark and 2 marks model question paper, how we have to write it. Here the 5 marks questions I will discuss here. In the first, if you have to section C, in a section C, if you have to write any 8 questions out of 15 questions, if you have to write any 8 questions, then you are getting here as a 40 marks. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 40 marks ಬರ್ತದೆ. First ಈಗ 30 marks already over. Then here the 40 marks. The first question in the model question paper is given as a characteristics of statistics. Mention 5 characteristics of statistics. Then you have to write any 5 characteristics over here. Any 5 characteristics. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ 5 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಗಿವ್. If you have to write any only mention means you have to mention the things, not explanation. If you have to mention any 5 characteristics of statistics, or otherwise they may ask the 5 functions, mention the 5 functions, or otherwise they may ask as a 5 limitations of statistics. ಈ 3 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ. 5 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್. Second one is from second chapter only. Okay, the organization of data, statistical inquiry, that one. Second chapter, the second question is distinguish between the census enumeration and a sample survey. Here it is given from second chapter, the census enumeration and a sample survey. If you have to write a 5 points over here. The 5 points, the census enumeration and sample survey, 5 points ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ 5 marks you are getting. The third question is mention the methods of sampling and explain any one of them. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಾರ. ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್, systematic sampling and stratified sampling. In that any one method you have to explain it. Write all the 3 methods and any one method you have to explain it over here. Either systematic sampling or stratified sampling, or that one is a simple random sampling, you have to mention it. Okay. Next one is 34th question. 34th question is a tally bar. The sum of the values is given in the question and prepare a frequency distribution table. Okay. The tally bar question, how many here? Just don't write all the values here. Numerical values whatever given in the 34th question. Directly you have to take it as a, the range you have to take it. The range is highest value minus a lowest value. Just I checked in the textbook, it is there. How they calculated, just I will show you. Here, the 42, 62, 46, these values is given. Prepare a frequency distribution table. The highest value is a 64 and the lowest value is a 32. Then what they did, usually in the question paper, must and should they mention a class interval. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಡ್ಜಸ್ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ದೇ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ದೇ ನಾಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೀ, ಈಗ ನಂದು 15 years ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ನಂದು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ದೇ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ರೇಂಜ್, then the number of classes, the one Sturges rule is there. that must and should you have to know it, because they may ask a 1 mark question. The Sturgis rule is 1 plus 3.322 log n, that is 1 plus 3.322 log of 50. 50 values are there, then after log 50 considering into multiplication with this and plus 1, we are getting as a 6.64. That's approximately a 7 classes. Then size of the classes, C is equals to the range divided by number of classes. The range is 32. The range is 32 because 64 minus 32, that is a 32. Divided by number of classes, how many classes it came? That is a 7. Then 5 is the answer. The 5, approximately a 5 is a value that they considered as an interval width. They considered as a class interval width, that is 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50. It is the highest value is up to a 64. That's why up to a 65. Okay. After writing this class interval, if have to choose a values over here, that is the first value. What is the first value? The first value is a 42. The 42 where it comes? 42 comes in between this one. Okay. The next, again you have to see the values. You have to put a class intervals according to that. If the one thing you have to keep remember here, nodri all of you be alert. Ile 35 bandaga 35 il hakbadri. If have to put it a next class interval. 35 na ನೀವು next class interval ಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದಿಸ್, ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ 50 ಬಂದದ್ ನಂದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಾಂಗ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಲರ್ಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, that you have to take it as a tally bar over here. Okay, just this you calculate and write and take a values tally bar and take a frequencies. How many frequencies after 4 again you 5th ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ because calculation easy ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Then it becomes a total as a 50. You are getting as a full 5 marks over here. 34th is over. That is a tally bar. Next, 35th question. What is the 35th question? 35th question is that is a simple bar diagram. Okay, one bar diagram they must and should they ask a one bar diagram. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ 5 marks ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿನಾ ಇದು ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಬಾರ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಬಾರ್ ಆಗಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದರ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್? Then the some year and population is given. Then you have to take a, just I will show you roughly. Okay, this is must and should. You have to take a year. Then which one is the highest value over here? 1210 is the highest value and the lowest is a 548. Then higher, according to that you have to take it 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200. Okay, 1200 you have to take it. 1210 is there. Up to you can take it as a 1400 ವರ್ಗು ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the simple bar diagram. Here you have to mention it 1971, 1981, 1991, 2001 and 2011. Okay, it is given in a million. You have to write it as a population here. Clearly year here 71, 81, 91, 2001, 2011. Then simple bar diagram is just don't ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. Just you are taking a simple bar diagram. Okay. then you have to write a scale what you considered. The scale ನೀವು x axis ಮತ್ತು y axis ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ? x axis ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಯರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರಿ. 1 centimeter is equals to a 1 year ಅಥವಾ 1 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. 1 ಇಯರ್ ಬರಿಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಇದೆ 1 ಯೂನಿಟ್. and y axis is equals to 1 centimeter is equals to a 200 units. The difference is 200 units we consider. That's why you have to take it as a 200 units. Okay, the x axis and this one is a y axis. Okay, this is a simple bar diagram. 35th. Next, 36th sum. 36 may be a one graph it is. Okay, very nice. The one bar diagram, and the next 36th question is a histogram they ask. Histogram usually ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಾರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್? ದೆನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಂಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಒರಿಜಿನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ 0, 6, 12, difference is a 6 difference is there. Then 18, 24, 30, okay, 36, 42, ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ the last 42 you have to take it. Then here this one is highest value is a 20 and the lowest value is a 4 adadala 2 4 ada. Then you have to take it as a 2 4 only. Okay, while 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 20. 1 centimeter. Y axis and a scale you have to write it as a 2 units here as a 6 units. Then the first one is a 0 to 6, that is a 4. 0 to 6, that is a 4. Next one is a 6 to 12 is 8. 6 to 12 is 8. Then 12 to 18 is 15. Then in the middle side you have to take it 15. It is adjacent to, the bars should be adjacent to each other. 15 and next one is a 20. Okay, next one is a 12. And 2. First one 0 to 6, 6 to 12, 18, next to 24, 30, 36, and 40. Okay, 0 to 6 ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ನಾವು? 4, 8. Okay, next is 15 we consider, then 20 and 12 and 2. Okay, this is a histogram. Okay, this is a histogram and they ask as a compulsory, they ask a mode. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಮೋಡ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ಬಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಇಟ್, and in the middle side you have to take one perpendicular line. This is a mode value. This is a mode value. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು. 18 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, 6 12 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 18 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. 18 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಬರ್ತದ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. Okay, maybe here the 18, 19, 20. 20 you have to, the mode z is equals to 20 you have to write it, but here it is not given, the mode you are not calculating here. Okay, then 37th question. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, but just I will explain here. The 37th question is a harmonic mean. Then what is given? X is given. Okay, the f is given. The next is f divided by x. You have to take it. This divided by this, f divided by x. Then the harmonic mean is equals to capital N divided by summation of f divided by x. You have to take it. You have to take a total and capital N total. This is capital N. Okay, N divided by summation of f divided by x. You have to take it over here. Okay, the next question. Harmonic mean is over. The next one is a calculating a mean deviation. Mean deviation from median for the following data. Okay, how to calculate 38th question. 38th question is what is given? X is given. Okay, then frequency is given. You are calculating a mean deviation from median. Mean deviation from median. Then you have to take it as a LCF. LCF ತಗೋತೀರಿ. LCF ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ನ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೀರಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ N plus 1 divided by 2. Because it is a discrete case. N plus 1 divided by 2. What is a N? N ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 45 ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. 45 plus 1 divided by 2 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, then it comes as a ಇಲ್ಲಿ in between ಬರ್ತದೆ, that may be a 28 ಬರ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. 28 is a median value. The median value is equals to 28. Then afterwards you have to take it as a x minus m. That should be mod of x. What is x? X is a 24. 24 minus 28. 26 minus 28. You are calculating x minus m. Then f into x minus median value. ಯೂಸಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇದಿಷ್ಟ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಅದ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗ್ತದೆ. That's why you have to take it as a f into x minus m. Then you have to take a total of this total. Then you have to substitute it in the formula. Okay. The formula? Mean deviation from median is equals to summation of f into x minus m divided by capital N. Then ಇದರ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. 84 ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು 84 divided by 45 is the answer. Then the answer is 1.8666. Okay, this is a 38th sum. That is a mean deviation from median. Then 39th one. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟೈಲ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟೈಲ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿಯಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗದ ಹಂಗ ಬಂದದ. ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಷನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ 38th question they may ask as a quartile, decile, percentile ಇರ್ಬೋದು, or otherwise quartile deviation ಇರ್ಬೋದು, or mean deviation ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸಲಿ CV ಒಳಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, CV ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬೆಟರ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟೈಲ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಮೀನ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್. ದೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರಿಲೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅದ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅದ, ವೈ ಅದ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರಿಲೇಷನ್. ಇದು ಕೋರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಬೈ ವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಬಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೈ ವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಯೂನಿವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ 2 ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದು. ಈಗ ಬೈ ವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ವೈ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ. ದೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ then you have to take it as a y square. Take all the total, just you have to put it in a Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, that is R is equals to summation n into summation of xy minus summation of x into summation of y divided by square root of n into summation of x square minus sum of x whole square. ಇದೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ n into summation of y square minus sum of y whole square. ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, then you have to xy total ತಗೊಂಡಿರಿ, summation of x total, summation of y total. You have to take all the 5 columns total, just you are substituting it in the formula. And the formula answer ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ -1 and +1 ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ, 0.9562 ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದ ಕೋರಿಲೇಷನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ correlation answer is in between -1 and +1. Okay, ಇದು higher degree of positive correlation. Okay, this is the 39th question is over. Then the 40th question, that is Spearman's rank correlation. Spearman's, find the coefficient of rank correlation. Here the marks of statistics and marks in mathematics is given. Okay, how to calculate this one? Just you have to take a x is given, both correlation only is given, but in your final exam, in the 40th question, they may ask a regression also. They may ask a regression problem also. X and y is given, then you have to take it as a, next one is a R1 rank, then is a R2 rank, because you have to take a ranks of these according to a highest value. You have to give a first rank, the next you have to give a second rank, the third decreasing in the means you have to take it to the highest from descending order. You have to go on giving the ranks. Then D is equals to same, R2 is means the Y, you have to give a ranks. D is equals to R1 minus R2. D is equals to R1 minus R2, and then you have to calculate it as a D square. D square you have to calculate. Then the formula is, you have to take it as a some Spearman's rank correlation formula. Rho is equals to 1 minus 6 into summation of d square divided by n cube minus n. Okay, this is a formula. N means number of values and summation of d square is a total of this. Total of this you have to take it and just you have to go on substitute it. Then the answer is 0.8333. Just in the rank correlation, it is the one example question only they given. Just I will show you here. Okay, this type of question they given. Okay, x and y, write it in a column wise. R1 R2 you have to take it, D is equals to R1 minus R2 and D square, just you are substituting it in the formula. Okay, you are getting a answer over there. Okay, then the 41, question number 41 is a Yule's coefficient of association of attributes. Here after the one chapter is there, that is a Yule's coefficient of association from the attributes. That is here you have to take a first as a table, that A, you have to B, and this one is alpha and this one is a beta. Then whatever the value is given, must and should you have to take a table, write it, the total and total of this one also. Okay, here the whatever the value is there, that is AB. Okay, alpha into B, here A into beta and alpha into beta. Okay, alpha into beta value. Okay, this is a B value, this is A value, this is alpha value, and this one is a beta value. Okay, then Yule's coefficient, one formula is there, that is Q is equals to, you have to, whatever the values is given, just you have to, sometimes the total is not given in the question, you have to take a total and you have to write a formula, that is AB into alpha and beta minus A into beta into alpha into B, divided by this, you have to take it minus here, and this one is AB alpha beta plus A beta into alpha B, means you have to take this cross. Okay, AB alpha beta and A beta alpha beta. Okay, then you have to take it as a plus over here. Just you are substituting it in the formula and then you are getting, just I will give you the answers only. Just you calculate afterwards. 8571 is the answer. Just you are substituting. You will get easily 5 marks over here. Don't leave this question because it's a very easy. If you have to do only a one formula, that formula is also very easy. Okay. Then 42, question number 42. The question number is a 42. From the following data, interpolate the production of the cement. That is a interpolation you have to do it. Okay. Then how many values is given here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 is given. No, Y0, sorry. Y0, you have to take Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4 and Y5. Here the Y2 is not given. Y2 is not given. That is a question mark. You have to calculate a Y2 value here. Y2 value. For calculating this, must and should, you have to take it as a Pascal triangle. You have to use a Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle, how to take a Pascal triangle? That I will show you here. The 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 1. 3, 3, 1. Okay, you have to go on adding 1 here, 1 plus 1, 2. Then 1, 1, if you have to side, if you have to take it as a 1, 1 only. Go on adding these values. 4 here, 6, 4, again 1, 1, 5, 10, again 10, 5, 1. Okay, this is n is equals to 0. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we need it as a fifth one, because we have to calculate a Y2 value, but must and should we have to take it as a Y minus 1 to the power 5. Y minus 1 to the power 5 formula. That is this one is a 5. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು 5 ಅಲ್ಲ, n is equals to 5. That we have to take it. Then here go on taking the formula here. One y5 minus 5y4 plus 10y3 again minus 10y2 plus 5y1. Here the minus y0 is equals to a 0. Just you observe plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus. You have to take it. Okay. Just go on substituting the values. What the values is given in the question. Go on substituting the values. Ille values ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ values ಅನ್ನ substitute ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. That is this one. you have to go on substituting the values. Then you have to calculate it as a y2 value you are getting because 10y2 you are getting some value, then y2 is equals to here the 104.6 is the answer. 104.6 for 2007. Okay. This is the interpolation and extrapolation answer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ನೀವು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ y4 y3 y2 y1 y0 ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗಾನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ 43 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 43. State and prove the addition theorem on a probability for two mutually exclusive events. Okay, two mutually exclusive events. If have to take a addition theorem in a probability chapter, the addition theorem is there. Addition theorem, either they are asking as a addition theorem or multiplication theorem. Here the addition theorem is given. Addition theorem, if have to write, a first the statement and proof. You have to take it. Let A and B be a two events with the respective probabilities, probability of A and probability of B. Then the probability of occurrence of at least one of these two events is probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Or probability of union ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. A plus B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A into a B. Okay, then proof you have to take it for taking this one. The one alternative proof is given in the page number 300. Here, out of n exhaustive outcomes of a random experiment, if A outcomes are favorable to a event A, B outcomes are favorable to a event B, and C outcomes are common to both. Okay, here but in this one, the mutually exclusive, the addition theorem, mutually exclusive they ask. In the page number mutually exclusive, just you observe the question. For a two mutually exclusive event they given, then you have to alternative proof is there. Out of n exhaustive outcomes of a random experiment, if A outcomes are favorable to event A and B outcomes are favorable to event B, and there are no common outcomes, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು mutually exclusive ಅಂದಿದ್ದು no common outcomes ಬರ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ. Probability of A is equals to A divided by n and probability of B is equals to B divided by n is a this diagram. According to this diagram, this is a total outcomes, that is this is A and this one is a small b. Probability of A means A divided by n and probability of B means B divided by n. The favorable outcomes of to a event A or B then are A plus B. Then probability of A union B is equals to A plus B divided by n. A by n plus B by n, that is probability of A plus probability of B. For mutually exclusive events, the probability of a sum of the events is equal to a sum of the probabilities of event. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್. ನಾ 300 ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ನಾಗ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ probability of A plus B is probability of A plus probability of B ಅನ್ನಂಗಿದೆ. ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ probability ಒಳಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದಲ್ಲೇ. ಓಕೆ, then the next one is 43 is over. Then the 44 addition theorem, this one. Question number 44, that is what is given. I am reading here. A box contains a 6 white and 4 black marbles. 3 marbles are drawn from random from the box. Find the probability that they are, first one is a 2 white and 1 black marble and 1 white and 2 are black marbles. The question is, okay, then here how many we have to 3 marbles we have to draw it. That's why we have to use it as a combination over here. Combination is, that is n is equals to total marbles are 6 plus 4, that is 6 white and 4 black marbles. That's why 10C3 is a, that is a n. It is n is, means the possible outcomes, all the possible outcomes we have to take it. The first question, what is the first question? First question is a 2 white and 1 black, probability of 2 white and 1 black. Okay, then under 6C2 plus 1 black marble, 6C2 into bартadilla into 4C1, 6C2 into 4C1, that is, if we have to calculate it as a 4C2, what is a 6C2 and 4C1, then 6C2 we have to calculate 6 into 5 divided by 2 into a 1, that is 2, that is 2 3 is a 6, that is 5 3 is a 15, into, that is 4C1 is 4 only, 4C1 is a 4 only, that is a 15 4s, that is 60. Then here 10C3 also we have to calculate 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 3 into 2 into 1, we have to take it. Okay, 3 1s are 3 3s are. Then we have to calculate 10C3, then 2 1s are 2 4s are, 4 3s are 12, 10s are 120. Okay, 120 is the answer here. Then we have to take it as a, the probability of that 2 white and 1, that is A is equals to m divided by n. The classical definition we have to take it, that is 60 divided by 120. 60 divided by 120 is the answer, that is 1 divided by 2. Then second one, second question is 1 white and 2 black marbles, probability of 1 white, if have to calculate same, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು. 1 black, 2 black, 1 white and 2 black, that is 6C1 into 4C2. 6C1 is 6 and 4C2 is, that is also a 6, that is 36. Then probability of B is equals to 36 divided by, that is a 120 is this one, that is 36 divided by 120, you have to take that one, that is a 3 divided by 10 is the answer. Either you have to write it in a decimal or you have to keep it as it is, fraction only. Okay, this is a probability. Okay, this is over. 44th question is over. Then the 45th question is also, they ask as a state and prove a multiplication theorem of a expectation for a two independent random variable x and y. Random variable, okay, state and prove the multiplication theorem. I will show you the multiplication theorem of random variable chapter. Okay, the page number 339, the multiplication theorem is given in the random variable chapter. This is a statement and this one is a proof. The page number is 339 and 340. Page number 340, just you observe and it's a very easy. Expectation of xy is expressed as a double summation of xy into probability of x into y. Yeah, the multiplication theorem. That's why p1x and p2y we have to take it x into p1x and y into a p2y. That is expectation of xy is equals to expectation of x into expectation of a y. This is a 45th question. You have to do it. This completes the 5 marks sums in a model question paper. 5 marks sums. In the next video, I will show you how to take a 10 marks. 10 marks, how to calculate a 10 marks, that one. Okay. Then before your exam only, I upload the 10 marks and practical oriented questions. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, like and comment the video.